As we heard earlier, Parks Canada has issued a safety warning after a shocking video was shared on social media this morning. It shows a woman almost swept out to sea at Cape Spear.
Oh God, oh my Jesus!
Oh my God, oh my God.
My goodness, what a scary moment. The video was posted to social media, and Parks Canada promptly issued a warning to the public to keep a safe distance away from the waves. It says high winds, irregular tides, and dynamic ocean actions make for a dangerous combination. And joining me now is the person who recorded that terrifying video at Daryl Churchill's. So tell us about what happened.
Well, we were out there just enjoying the very few days we get here and out at Cape Spear. And there was a lot of wave action happening, so I was doing some video and pictures and so on. I had my family with me, and we were scanning these waves to the right, and I saw this young lady standing outside the fence down very close to the waves, and kind of caught my eye. And then it was quite loud, thunderous from the waves, and then I scanned back left again, watching this huge wave coming, and I followed it along, and as it came along, it went right over her. And it was quite, well, you hear in the video, it was quite shocking, and shock and relief all at once. It was, because you can see her, just her helmet as she crawled herself out of the cracks in the rocks.
It's incredible that she wasn't swept out to sea.
Oh, well, I mean, it's interesting because I posted another video beforehand when she was waving the waves on, and she was much closer. Had she been there and not moved back where she ended up, she definitely would have had a different outcome.
And there was that moment where you see her and her arms are kind of up like this, and it does look like she's kind of waving in the waves.
Well, exactly. She was there for a while and doing that. Each time the waves would crash in front of her, she would raise her arms and, wave them in, kind of thing. So, I mean, she was a young girl, and I think she was, caught up in the thrill of it all, but didn't really appreciate the danger that was involved.
And what happened afterwards? Did she come back up, to the parking lot or whatever? Was anyone talking to her? Any interactions?
Well, right, we were at where the stone is for the most easterly point of North America there, taking pictures there. And she came across there, and she was walking her bike. And so we met her at the intersection of the path. And you can tell she was pretty wide-eyed and shook up and wet, obviously. She had cut her knee, tore her pants, and she was, we asked her if she was okay, and she said, yeah, adrenaline is pumping. And, it's, I think she got quite a valuable lesson.
No doubt. So she had a bike with her, because I was wondering about the helmet. So that was like a helmet for her bike.
Well, it's interesting because I got a lot of comments on social media that, she must have been planned that she had a helmet on. Right. No, she rode her bike down there, partway down, and then she walked down from there. So she was out mountain biking, and then she just, good thing she had it on probably, because man, she took a bang.
Yeah. So what did she say to you?
She wasn't saying a whole lot. She was, like I said, she was pretty shook up. I think I said something to the effect, what were you thinking, kind of thing, and she said, well, young and us young people think we're invincible. And I was thinking, yeah, well, you came close on that one. But so there wasn't really a lot of conversation that she was okay, and then she was going to walk on and go sit in the sun and dry off.
Did she say if she's from here, or is she from away?
Well, she's definitely not from here, but I didn't get where she was from. We didn't really have that conversation.
Okay. So maybe she was a tourist.
Well, either that, or I thought maybe she was pretty young, so I thought she may have been a foreign student or something, someone like that.
So Parks Canada put out a warning based on your video, just telling people to be careful near the shorelines and to heed the safety warnings and the safety signs. What do you make of that warning?
Well, it's. I think they need to do more. I mean, I know there is a lot of signage and there is a lot of fencing and things, but people are people, and especially the younger you are, you don't really think about the long term. And so I think there should be some policing there. Even find the people. Like, if you go down there, you're outside that thing, $200, $500, and people appreciate that more than. Mind you, she got a good lesson, but still, it's she wasn't the only one down there. There were all over the Cape Spear. There were a lot of people way down past the warning signs.
Well, this certainly could have had a tragic outcome. A very fortunate person, for sure. Thank you so much for telling us about it.
Oh, thank you.
Now, a spokesperson from Parks Canada wasn't available for an on-camera interview today, but told Here and Now this could have been a fatality. The person in the video was well outside the designated area at Cape Spear, and a park representative tells us they're very concerned. Parks Canada is stressing it wants visitors to have a positive experience, but that the public must stay on designated trails and off the rocks near the water's edge.